Well, you found your way back into my kitchen. It's dinner time, so let's get cooking. I've got 2 pounds of ground hamburger meat. I'm gonna get here in my stock pot, Dutch oven, whatever. I'm making something that's gonna have a little bit of a sauce to it, and I wanna toss it around with noodles, so I'm not doing a low skillet. I am making Mongolian beef noodles. I'll have it linked down below. It's a Pinterest inspiration, so I'll put it down below. So if you want to follow that recipe to the T, it'll be down there for you. I'm just gonna get this hamburger meat ground up and cooked before we move to the next step. I have some beef broth in this container that I defrosted in the microwave. I've got a couple of these in my freezer, and I was happy to find them the other day because I am out of beef broth. I did just film a haul for you, so you'll see that I did pick up some beef broth, and so I had just a couple of those. They'll be gone in no time, so I'm glad I still picked up the additional stock though. Also from my freezer, some green bell pepper and my onions, of course. I want to get those worked through. I didn't count, but I kind of looked through, and I'm gonna say I have maybe 6 more of these left, so we'll be through them in no time. And the remaining of my ingredients are just from the pantry shelf. I'm gonna add some mushrooms into here. We need some soy sauce, ginger, linguine noodles. I don't have any linguine noodles, and when I tell you I have every other noodle under the sun but linguine, and I'm a little upset about it because I really do want linguine noodles, but we are gonna make it work. I'm deciding right now between angel hair pasta or regular spaghetti. I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna use yet. Just use what you have on hand. The recipe does call for hoisin sauce. I don't have hoisin sauce. I do have plum sauce that I made and canned myself. Is it the same thing? I'm pretty sure it's not. Hoisin sauce is hoisin sauce, plum sauce is plum sauce. But I have it, we're gonna use it. My favorite Trader Joe's pepper, crushed pepper sauce. I'm gonna use a little bit of that because I do want it spicy. Some cornstarch. Might add a little brown sugar, we will see. I want to see what the plum sauce does. That might sweeten it up just a little bit. And then from that haul that you've seen, my husband did pick up some broccolini for his salads on all of that, and I'm going to actually use some of it for tonight's dinner because something about the Asian Chinese type of a dish here in America anyhow, they tend to be made together at Chinese restaurants, and so I always, one goes hand in hand, so I have to have broccoli with dinner as well. Okay, the meat isn't fully cooked, but it is, I would say, maybe 85% of the way cooked through. I'm going to go ahead and add the onions and the peppers now. Because these have been frozen, they will have quite a bit of moisture in there, so this way as the meat finishes cooking, this will have time to cook and hopefully release some of that moisture that's in there. The onions and peppers, I don't think the onion was part of this recipe, but the peppers were not. But because I have so much different type of peppers in my freezer, I kind of add them to whatever the heck I feel like at the time. Plus, I love, again, same with the broccoli type of mentality, I think green peppers go really well with this sort of flavor profile. That's why I love making things at home, because you can add and you can certainly take out the things that you like or don't like. I have a jar of pickled garlic. I don't have any fresh garlic in the house, and you've seen me finally use up that jar of garlic from the fridge. Hallelujah. So I'm going to use my pickled garlic. It has some cayenne peppers in it. They're not super spicy. I don't even know that they're spicy at all, quite honestly, but I love having pickled garlic on the shelf so that I know at all times I have garlic at the ready. I'll do one more. Okay. To add our ginger, you probably know how I feel about ginger. If you've watched any of my videos, you know how I feel about ginger and celery. So I am going to put just a little bit in though. Other people in my house don't mind it as much. Let's get the soy sauce in here. I did not look at measurements. I'm going off of just what I think will look good. That's why I linked the recipe for you guys if you're somebody who really likes to follow, you know, recipes and need suggestions on how much of certain ingredients to add. Let's get our mushrooms in there. Let's see, what else do we want? Some plum sauce. Just a little bit of these spicy pepper, not a lot. We enjoy heat in the house, but it's not really something you want like super hot. My beef broth to, well, a bowl, anything. It doesn't have to be measuring. Uh-oh, it's gelatinous. I need to do this for a little bit more time. I'm going to basically add my cornstarch arrowroot powder is what I use to my beef broth here in this container so I can get it whisked up, then add it to my stock here, my stock pot. Really nice consistency here that will go really well over the top of noodles. So I think I'm gonna call this good. We're gonna turn that off. I'm gonna taste it, see if I need to add anything. It's really good. I'm gonna add a smidgen more beef broth. Kind of salty because of the soy sauce. So I might add a little bit of brown sugar. Perfect. That's exactly what it needed. We're hoping to have a kitchen remodel later, I don't know, summer maybe. Cannot wait for it. My microwave is way too low compared to this stovetop and it drives me nuts. Okay, so I have a little stock pot here. I actually have to get water in it. Just a little bit there on the bottom because we're using it to steam. I got this wooden, I don't know what it's called, steamer baskets, I guess, from Aldi like 13 years ago, 12 years ago, a very long time ago. Very, very long time ago. I love them. Then I have these, they're supposed to be for the air fryer liners. And what I do is I put one on the inside here, just like so. And then I take the Trader Joe's pot stickers that we love so much. I go to Trader Joe's once or twice a year usually. And I can't remember the last time I went. And I'm gonna get the pot stickers lined in here because we love these so much. Got one more bag in my freezer and they are definitely, you know, getting icicles formed over top of them. These just need to steam. That's how we cook them anyway. I don't know if there's any other way to do it. You probably could fry them up, I would imagine. Okay, I'm going to take the noodles, get this scooted closer, and just add the noodles here into my pot. Not draining them because I'm going to use the water here to steam my broccoli. Get my steam basket on top here. Get the broccoli in. Let that finish steaming. Get the lid on this so it'll stay warm. And in no time, my dinner's gonna be done. That looks so good. Oh, little girl. You're fine. All right, it's dinner time. We're gonna get this food plated up. All right, we're gonna start with the noodles. You can, of course, make the noodle to the meat mixture, make that ratio however you want. There's my toaster. My nephew is having leftover cheeseburgers because he won't want anything to do with this dish tonight. Okay, that's probably a lot, but I didn't really have lunch. So there's my pasta. I'm gonna get my dumplings off to the side and some broccolini. Not my favorite, but I'll add some in there. I'll behave and eat my vegetables. Let's do one more dumpling. Why not? Okay, so what we have, I absolutely love from Trader Joe's, this sweet chili sauce to put over top of dumplings. It is so good. And then sriracha for anyone who chooses to have it a little extra spicy. I like to just throw in on top just a little bit of red pepper flakes. And then I've got some pineapple I will put in, and this is where I like to serve my mandarin oranges. Even though I don't care for the canned mandarin oranges that I do here myself at home, I still want to try to work through them, and it actually will taste okay. You know, as you're eating something a little spicy, salty, a little bit of sweet, and that is dinner. I will see you again the next time I'm in my kitchen.